Hello, it's Wendy Woo. Time for a story. I missed Pancake Day. I didn't have any pancakes and I didn't read a story. But I think every day should be Pancake Day. So here's Mr. Wolf's Pancakes for you by Jan Fernley. Nice spotty shirt, nice pile of pancakes. Ooh, now inside. Look at it. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. It's my book, so I can do this. There he is, flipping the pancakes. Fabulous. And it says, with very special thanks to Genevieve and Ramona. And there he's dusting their portrait. So here we go. One day, Mr. Wolf was feeling hungry. He fancied some pancakes. Yum, yum, he said, licking his lips at the thought of a big pile of fresh, delicious pancakes. Wow, they look fabulous. Oh, getting hungry. Mr. Wolf had never made pancakes before, so he took his big recipe book down from the shelf and looked inside. And I'm going to have to put my glasses on to see what the book's called. It's called Wolf It Down Recipe Book. And on his bookcase he's also got Leader of the Pack and Hound of the Baskervilles and A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. So he's got lots of good books. And there he is, looking for his recipe book. Very clever, he knows you have to look up the recipe. But wolves can't read very well, and Mr. Wolf had trouble making sense of it. He's reading it upside down. I don't think that helps. So he went to get some help from his neighbours. There he is. You need to stand on your head to read it that way up, Mr. Wolf. Poor Mr. Wolf. Now then, I wonder who lives near Mr. Wolf. Oh, cluck, cluck, it's Chicken Licken. He called on Chicken Licken, who lived next door. Please, can you help me read this? He asked. Cluck, cluck, cluck. No, said Chicken Licken, slamming the door in Mr. Wolf's face. Bang! Cluck, cluck, cluck. How rude. That's not nice, is it? That's not nice. He asked so nicely. Oh dear, said Mr. Wolf. He sat down, slowly read the book, and worked out what he needed all by himself. So he's thinking, I need flour, eggs, and milk. He's scratching his head. I find it helps if you stick your tongue out as well. That really helps. Helps the brain. There we go. So he knows what he needs. He looked in his cupboard for the ingredients, but he couldn't find anything he needed. There were some Huff Puffs and some wolf chips. I'll go to the shop, he decided, and he settled down to write a list. There he is, looking at the cupboard with a scratch of their head. No milk, no eggs, no flour. But wolves aren't very good at writing either. So Mr. Wolf went to call on Wee Willie Winkie. You're very clever, said Mr. Wolf. Can you help me write my shopping list, please? No, said Wee Willie Winkie. Go away! And he slammed his door. Bang! There's no need to be like that, said Mr. Wolf. There isn't, even if he has woken Wee Willie Winkie up. There he is in his nightcap and his dressing gown and slippers. Oh dear. And the big shame is that Mr. Wolf's trousers match Wee Willie Winkie's front door. Anyway, he's being such a polite wolf. Mr. Wolf sat down and tried very hard with his writing until he'd made his shopping list, all by himself. Now he needed to count his money to make sure he had enough. But wolves aren't very good at counting either. So he went to the gingerbread man for some help. There he's writing his list up at the top there, up here. And now he's going to ask Gingerbread Man. Ooh, Mr. Gingerbread Man looks a bit bad-tempered to me. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Can you help me count my money, please? He asked politely. Mr. Gingerbread Man lives in a lovely little house. It's got sweeties and jammy dodgers and liquid all sorts. Ooh, fabulous. No, I'm too busy to bother with you, said the Gingerbread Man, slamming his door. Bang! Oh, Mr. Wolf having to cover his ears. It's such a loud bang. Be careful all his sweeties don't fall off the house. Oh dear. Awful neighbours. So poor Mr. Wolf had to sit down and count his money. It took him a long time, and he had to check it 3 times before it was right. But he did it, all by himself. Mr. Wolf needed a basket to carry his shopping in. He's going to call on Little Red Riding Hood. Counting his money? Surely Little Red Riding Hood will help him. He knows she has a basket. Please, may I borrow your basket? He asked very nicely. I'm not lending my basket to you, said Little Red Riding Hood. Now clear off! Dear, oh dear. I know he's eaten up her granny in the past, but you know, bygones are bygones. Forgive and forget, that's what I say. So poor Mr. Wolf set off to the shop without a basket. I'll manage, he said. Now if you look carefully, there's a little owl in a tree over here, and some little mice at the bottom, and a rabbit. I've got the wrong finger. Here, sitting in the trunk of the tree, and a little hedgehog. Oh, she lives in the woods. Isn't that lovely? Dear, oh dear, she hasn't forgiven him for eating her granny. Anyway, Mr. Wolf went to the shop. He goes past Rub-a-Dub, bathtubs, bathrooms, Simple Simon's Pie and Cake Emporium, and he goes to Old Mother Hubbard's General Store. And in the window, she's got Mary's Silver Bells and Cockle Shells, Hickety-Pickety, Black Hen Eggs, and Baa Black Sheep Wool. So this is a lovely picture. Here he is going past Rub-a-Dub-Dub, 3 Men in a Tub, bathrooms, Simple Simon's Cake Shop, that looks fabulous, cake and pies, until he reaches Old Mother Hubbard's General Stores. I'm sure he'll get exactly what he needs there. I'm sure her cupboard isn't bare. Fresh eggs there, wands, magic wands, everything you need. He looked at his list, remembered what he needed, counted out his money, 1, 2, 3, 20, etc., and carried the eggs, milk and flour home, all by himself. So there he is in the shop. Can I get all the shop in there? Can you see? Let me show you. Lots of things in the shop. There's a picture for a lost lamb. Contact Bo Peep. There's Mother Hubbard, getting everything he needs, and there he is carrying it all home. Ooh, don't drop those eggs. I sometimes carry eggs home in my scooter basket. I have to be very careful when I'm going over the bumps. Now it was time to make the pancakes. But wolves aren't very good at cooking. So Mr. Wolf called on the 3 little pigs. One lives in a house of straw, one in a house of twigs, and one in a house of bricks. Please, can you help me cook my pancakes? I'll share them with you, he said kindly. No chance, chorused the pigs, and they slammed their doors. Bang, bang, bang! Oh, how rude. Straw, twigs, bricks. Just 'cause he wanted to blow them down once, huff and puff and blow your house down. There's no need to be like that. Mr. Wolf went home and started to make the pancakes all by himself. Soon there was a huge pile of delicious pancakes on the table, all ready for eating. There he is stirring. If little Isla's watching this, she'll know all about making pancakes. She can't eat them, but she's fabulous at cooking. Stirring, weighing, measuring, and here we are, flipping, tossing, throwing them up to the ceiling, catching them, dancing around. My mum once made pancakes and one of them stuck on the ceiling. We had to get it down with a broom. I didn't want to eat that one. There's a lemon, juicy lemon. He squirted lemon on them. Oh, look at that. That's fabulous. He's wearing a pinny. He'll have washed his paws. He knows what to do. Now, as Mr. Wolf had been making his pancakes, a lovely smell had drifted around the neighbourhood. All his neighbours could smell it, and it made him feel very hungry. They wanted some pancakes too. They decided to try their luck. There comes the gingerbread man, the 3 little pigs, and over the bridge, and far away, here comes Red Riding Hood. She can smell them. Doesn't matter what time of day it is, it's always time for pancakes. Breakfast, 11s, dinner time, tea time, whatever. Time for pancakes. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. So they knocked on Mr. Wolf's door. "Give us some of your pancakes," said the rotten lot. "Why should I give any of them to you?" said Mr. Wolf. "Not one of you would help me." "Clack, clack, 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 clack. We'll help you eat them," replied Mr. Wolf's neighbours nastily. "Anyway, we're not going until you give us some." How rude. How very rude. There they all are. Wee Willie Winky, Red Riding Hood, 3 little pigs, Chicken Licken. I can't see Chicken Licken. I'm sure she's there somewhere. Oh, she's at the front. She's all white. There we are. Oh dear, oh dear. Willie Winky's got his hat on. Gingerbread Man's got his bow on. And they're all hungry and bad-tempered. "We're not going till you give us some." Mr. Wolf thought very hard for a moment. There was only one decent thing to do. "Oh, very well then," he sighed. "You had better come in." Mr. Wolf opened the door. Hooray! And whoosh! His greedy neighbours rudely pushed past him and dashed down the hall. There they all go. Mr. Wolf shook his head, shrugged his shoulders, followed them into the kitchen, and when they were all in, there they all are, rushing in. Clack, clack, hello, hooray! Give us the pancakes. When they were all in the kitchen, what did he do? He gobbled them up. Snippety snappety. That was the end of his unhelpful neighbours. Just a bow, a ribbon, a cloak, a hat. And then, with his bulging tummy not quite full, Mr. Wolf sat down to eat his pile of pancakes. And he did it all by himself. Well, there was nobody else around. Oh, serves them right, they're rotten. Be polite and you'll never know, people might give you a pancake. His tummy is bulging, isn't it? Oh, how my tummy is bulging, but oh, how I adore indulging. And there's Mr. Wolf on the back, and you'll see he's wearing Willie Winky's hat, Red Riding Hood's cloak, and peeping out on his tail, the gingerbread man's bow tie. I don't know where the piggy's ties are, but there you go. I hope you like that, and I'll see you soon. Get ready to catch the kisses. Bye. See you soon.